What's going on, everyone? So I am live out here at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit. A very, very cool setting. This is not the first time I've been out here at this auto show, but it's always cool, super impressive, and it's just insane how many vehicles they cram into this building. We're walking around the various different areas. Got some Mustangs, got Raptors, Super Duties, Lightnings, all sorts of Ram vehicles. They have some dualies and just about everything you can imagine. Plus, they have a lot of interviews going on all around the area, so you definitely have to watch where you walk. What's going on? Hello, folks from Atlanta. See what we got going on over here. How's the video showing up? Can everyone see it okay? Indiana, what part of Indiana? Check this out. So this is the all-new, all-electric Silverado. I think a lot of folks have probably already seen this. Very cool. Thank you, Flame Ninja. Appreciate that. Hello to you in Venezuela. Louisiana in the house. I don't know what you all want to look at, so I'm going to wander around here. This place is absolutely massive. If you're wondering what all that is the Ford Expo over here, where they give you a couple different options. You can get into a Mustang Mach, you can get into a Lightning, or way down there you can probably see the Broncos, and they take it up this big artificial hill. Go over all sorts of little off-road simulations. I don't think they're letting people actually drive there. I think they're driving the folks who are already in the area. So they basically have Ford representatives who are driving the vehicles and allowing journalists to get in them. And today is media day, so everyone that's out here is some form of media.
Walk around and experience the show themselves.
Super cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. There is an F-250 over there, but it's the current body style, so they haven't really done anything unique with it. I wish there was something extra special. There may be something in another video that's going to be really cool to see. What else we got going on? That's pretty cool. All right. Hello to Honduras. You guys want to see something cool? I know you probably have seen a lot of content on the Ford Lightning, but if they're driving one around here, they're doing like a 0 to 30 test. I'm not sure, and they got one pulling around right now, so I'll let you see what they're doing here live. See what happens here. These things are insanely fast. Pretty crazy. It's in Detroit, so this is at the convention center in Detroit, downtown Detroit. And this truck should be going. Check out the front tire when he takes off. That's crazy. All right. There are a ton of Broncos over here. I don't know if any of them are, particularly a different body style than what's currently available. But yeah, there are a lot of Broncos out here. Yeah, they got tons of Raptors out here. A lot of Raptors. Let's see, so Chevy and GMC are way over that way. Ram is way over that way. And Ford is kind of the whole center area right here. But I have to admit that Ford probably, well, no, Ram actually has the best setup. Their display out here is pretty phenomenal, actually. Ram doesn't have a lot of stuff that's different. They have some half-ton trucks out here, some three-quarter-ton. They have the Power Wagon. I think I've probably reviewed every truck that they have out here, including the dually that you probably can't see right there, but you see that big weight right there and this big pulley system. That Ram, which is behind all those people right there, is actually pulling on that system to lift up that huge counterweight to demonstrate the towing capacity, I suppose. And I guess that's probably supposed to emulate a lot of weight. I don't know if it's specifically supposed to emulate the maximum capacity that a Ram can haul, because not every Ram dually or every Ram truck in general has the same towing capacity. There's the Ram setup. What you hear in the background, that's the people mover. So that's the monorail system that runs around downtown, and it actually runs over the roof of this convention center. But here is the Ram booth. What's kind of interesting is that Ram actually puts their dualies over that incline right there, not just their off-road vehicles. Very cool. What else we got going on over here? Let's see. I'm not a huge convertible guy, so not really going to see me do a lot of content on convertible BMWs. We got Kia over here. Let's go take a look at the supercar area for those of you who are into that. When you say Shelby, you're talking about the Shelby truck or the Shelby car? Alright, so got a bunch of random stuff over here too. They have an interesting little pod system here. It's like a flying machine of some sort. ASX. I really don't know what this is, other than some type of an aircraft, but it looks like it carries this pod around and flies people around to where they go. Got some Jeeps over here. Let's see what's going on over here. So we have Mercedes SLR, got a McLaren, a Ferrari, Aston Martin, looks like a Rolls Royce, might be a Bentley, got a Porsche GT, you have a Ford GT, you have a Dodge M1 Concourse Performance Fleet 392. Pretty cool setup. Hi everyone who's just joining. Just walking around the 2022 North American International Auto Show event area. I think there's actually more cars outside too. Yeah, the Ram I just showed, it was way over there. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, I looked at the Super Duties too, and there's nothing particularly exciting over there. It's the truck that we've all probably seen already, basically the 2022 carryover into 2023 with the real large display. Pretty much looks like my truck, except the slightly newer version with the newer headlights, grille, taillights, that stuff. Got Subaru over here. A lot of Broncos. So whoever was asking about the Broncos, this is the Bronco area. That is super cool. Check out this. Love that classic Bronco look. And we have the Bronco Sport over here. We got a Ford F-350 dually Platinum right here. Got the 3-inch receiver on this bad boy. Lightning right here. Got a Ranger over here, kind of decked out with camping gear. You got a Lightning over here. Everyone keeps saying they like the green. It is pretty. Have a really interesting Maverick Tremor edition right here. What do you guys think of a truck like this? You know, I know my channel is Big Truck, Big RV, but some part of me really thinks it would be cool to have a Maverick and to do interesting things to it. Load it up with a lot of weight, you know, do some kind of crazy things, because, you know, I hate to say it, with as expensive as UTVs are becoming and currently are, it almost makes sense just to spend a little bit more and get something like this. Maybe not a Tremor package, but you all know what I mean. Everyone's waiting in line right here so they can go on a ride along with a Ford driver and experience the obstacle course. What I can tell you though is if you go to any of the actual press events where they build out an entire obstacle course, those are far more insane than anything they have set up here. If you haven't looked in the new Explorer, you're really missing out, because they have absolutely redone the look of an Explorer. It is insanely nice. I mean, I rented one actually when I was in St. Louis a couple weeks ago for E-Trailer, and they were supposed to put me in a Jeep Grand Cherokee, but instead there was something wrong with it, or they needed to do an oil change or something, so they swapped me to a Explorer Limited, which is actually a step down from the Platinum. It had the slightly smaller screen, so it didn't have this big tablet looking screen. It was about half that size, but it just blew me away in every sense. The only thing I didn't really care for about it, honestly, was it sounded underpowered, but it wasn't. That's the thing. It absolutely was not underpowered. When I got on it, I could tell it had some sort of probably a turbocharged 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. I wasn't really paying attention that much. But when you got on it, you accelerated quickly, and it was very, very fluid. It was very linear in terms of how it felt, but that was really, really cool. Well, I think when it comes to cars versus trucks, most people just automatically assume anything with a unibody is a car and anything with the frame is a truck. And the Maverick, of course, is a unibody, similar to like a Honda Ridgeline or, you know, a few other vehicles that have come out. But for me, what defines a truck is having a functional bed. And that's what I kind of see with the Maverick. I see it as being something that provides you a lot of functionality, even though the main platform of it may be built around more of a car design. Now that said, because it's a unibody, it probably does far better in crash testing than a body on frame. Mainly because you can build out a unibody as almost like this protective capsule around you, where you don't have much of that option when you're building a body on frame design, because the frame, the substructure, that base is really what provides a lot of the strength. So again, I don't define a truck based on its frame design. I really define a truck based on its capability and usability. And for something this small, I mean, this is the size of like the first gen S10, you know, those real small, or the first gen Ford Ranger. This is if you're wanting something in that size. And there's probably people who would have argued back then that a Ford Ranger or a Chevy S10 wasn't a real truck. But the reality is they are. They're pretty nice. You know, they accomplish what a lot of people are looking for in something small. They give you the fuel economy you might be looking for, while at the same time the characteristics of a truck a lot of people can use because they may not need the capabilities of a half-ton or 3/4-ton up truck. All right, what else do we have going on here? We got a Raptor over here. Anybody want to look at the Raptor? Check this thing out. It's a Cobra. Beautiful car. And that is a Shelby GT500 for those who are curious. Got a Ford Raptor over here. Doing content on Raptors and vehicles like this, it doesn't inspire me much, only because there's so much content. When a new Raptor is coming out, or even if there's a rumor that a Raptor is coming out, every journalist and their grandmother, every sports enthusiast, every sports car enthusiast, every motorcycle channel features a Raptor, because it's kind of that universally appealing across all different platforms. This is cool. All right, let's see what else we have going on over here. I'm sorry, I've been kind of looking at where I'm walking and haven't been reading the comments. Was there any particular area any of you guys wanted me to look at real quick? Let's see. The Chevy area, there wasn't a heck of a lot, honestly. They have this right here, which I showed you at the beginning of this video, which is super cool. But yeah, they didn't really have anything that groundbreakingly new in terms of trucks over in the Chevy area. A lot of really cool Lincolns and Cadillacs, though. Those brands certainly have stepped up. Somebody here said they wanted to look at a 4Runner. I don't think there's really anything new for 4Runner. Here's one right in front of me. If there is, and you're a 4Runner, fan, you're going to have to point it out, because I surely don't know if this looks any different than the current 4Runner, because to me it doesn't. And I reviewed a Pro 4 4Runner about maybe 2-3 years ago, a blue one, and I think it looked the same as this. So I don't know if there's anything very new about this. Interior certainly doesn't look like it's all that new. Maybe this model has the optional shift knob. Got a Toyota Supra over here. I don't know what to think about Toyota Supras, honestly. To me, it kind of looks like a BMW, but I suppose for those people who are super fans of Toyota Supras, this might have been what they were expecting. But for me, not really, because I was actually a huge fan of Toyota Supras a long time ago, and this isn't really what I thought it would look like when it came out.
Yeah, that's what.
Somebody said they wanted to see some GMC trucks. They do have the new GMC Canyon and the Chevy Colorado way back here. I'm going to make another little entry video, of course, me coming out here and filming some things, and you'll get some vehicles on there that I might not show on here. But yeah, they have them way back there. Let's see it. I'm going to show you something really crazy. This vehicle kind of blew my mind when I first saw it. Check out the Z06. That's a pretty dang awesome Corvette. I'm not gonna lie, Chevy absolutely hit the ball out of the park with the new Corvette. I don't care what model of it you get. You can get a base model Corvette. When one passes by you at an intersection, you look at it. It's just absolutely mind-blowing how amazing those cars look. Check this awkward Lincoln contraption. This isn't a real car, by the way. This is a prototype of a concept, maybe. That's probably the best way you could describe it. by the way, the floor is a screen. I don't know if you can tell. And then they have more of a concept in a prototype form right here. Check out that rear seat. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so you make a cushion.
Very cool. And back here, I'm going to show you this. So this is a Lincoln Aviator, I believe. And this is based off of a Ford Explorer. But looking inside of it, you certainly couldn't tell. Check that out. That is absolutely beautiful. Lincoln has just really done a fantastic job creating a vehicle that not just looks amazing from the outside, but gives you a luxurious feel in the inside that, in my opinion, you know, this is like Bentley level. This is, you know, Rolls-Royce level. You don't see really this type of an interior with Cadillacs or BMWs or Lexus or Mercedes anymore. This is something that you see in much more expensive, much higher end assuming vehicles. And Lincoln's done a fantastic job of just creating a phenomenal platform. What do you guys think of that? Let's see. Yeah, this thing is crazy, and it's huge. This is probably the length of my truck. Not even kidding you. This thing is absolutely enormous. You got to wonder, the engineering department that was kind of put on call to put this thing together. What's weird is that a Greyhound or is that a Jaguar? It's a weird emblem to have in the middle there for sure. We have something coming out. It's covered up. And we'll go over here to the Chevy and GMC area real quick, and then we'll wrap the video up because this thing's going on much longer than I had originally anticipated. Here's a new Tahoe. Have a Chevy Silverado over there. Another Silverado over here. High Country Edition. Very similar to the interior of the Denali Ultimate that I recently did a long-term review on. Over here you got the ZR2 pickup truck. You got that thing over there, which is super cool. I always like looking at those trucks. But if you didn't see the video that I did like 3 videos on these trucks. They're super cool. A lot of people would love to turn one of these into an RV hauler, but then you got to stop and pause and make sure that the truck that you're looking at has the rating to actually tow what you want to haul. They got a lot of payload capacity. They got a tremendous amount of payload capacity for weight pressing down on the back. But as far as weight that you're going to pull with it, that's where you have to be really careful, because a lot of these trucks are very much limited in terms of how much they can tow. Some of them can only tow like 7,000 pounds or 8,000 pounds. Some of the larger ones can only tow like 15,000 or 16,000 pounds, which certainly isn't enough for something like a large Lux or a DRV or something like that. And you got your dually over here. Again, this is a carryover. I was really hoping I would see a new navigation system set up on the inside, but it's the same interior as the 2022. Usually they're about 2 to 3 years behind in terms of the heavy duty trucks versus the half tons. Got some Hummers over here, or Humvee, whatever you call it. A lot of GMC trucks over there. They have only one heavy duty Denali in the back, and it does not have an upgraded interior. They do have the Ultimate right here, and then they have the AT4X over there, which is kind of like the Raptor version from GMC. Got some AT4 Yukons over here, and then they have the new Canyon, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. This is now, to me, the most attractive looking mid-size truck you can buy. bar none. I mean, check that out. Absolutely beautiful. Same with the AT4X over there. Very cool. And then they have the Humvee over here.
My potential family in it.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. It's gone on now for like 26 minutes. Please leave a comment below. I'm going to check out the comments on this video to kind of guide me through wherever I plan on going around Detroit to look at some other vehicles. I'm going to have a special vehicle that will appear here in the next couple of days. So definitely take a moment to subscribe, because you're going to be blown away by the truck that you've all been waiting for. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel. Take a moment, just hit that subscribe button. I'm still doing a lot of RV content. As you can see, I'm still doing a lot of automotive content, mixing in some homestead stuff. But, you know, I'm kind of limiting how much homestead content I put out there. I know a lot of people don't really care for it, but some people do. But yeah, I really appreciate you all for following my channel. And hopefully, if you haven't subscribed, you'll hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Take care, everyone.